Check out this clip from the latest pre-patch podcast.
Onto the YouTube side of things. YouTube has got some new ad news coming out. So there's a couple different things. And Bill, you actually got the email, I believe, on this, correct? Like
Yeah,
yeah.
so I
I'm
got
gonna
the
let
direct
you
email. The email actually had a
talk
lot
about
more
it.
detail than what the community post was.
So I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk about it. Kind of go in depth on it because you know more
So
about it than I do.
YouTube's kind of overhauling the ad system. Some aspects they're taking away some things, some aspects they're adding some things. The goal from what they're saying is to streamline the process for VODs and make it a easier and less convoluted way of uploading. They brought up a bunch of statistics that people in the partner program to justify the reasoning. The biggest thing that I've seen going around on Twitter or X and other social medias is that they are removing features, which they are technically. They're removing the ability to choose pre-roll or post-roll, skippable or non-skippable ad types. If you choose to monetize your videos at this point, you will be opted into all of those options naturally. In the email I got, they showed a statistic, and it showed that most creators saw like a decent jump in ad revenue compared to minimal losses in viewership. I don't know what the sample size for this. They gave the time period, but they didn't give the sample size for it. But it was both for the pre and post roll and skippable and non-skippable on both. So they're saying the majority of people also are already like checking all of these boxes regardless.
Right.
So this
Yeah.
shouldn't affect the majority of people. This should just make the process of uploading a video quicker and easier. On top of this, they are giving you the same mid-roll options that you have with an added one being thrown in where it kind of throws in YouTube suggestions, and then you can modify and shift those around or add to them as you see fit. So it's kind of that middle ground between like full manual putting them in or just automatically letting YouTube choose where to put them through. So
I mean,
that's kind of neat too.
this isn't I don't know. This doesn't come to me as a big shock. I think this to some people maybe it did, but to me it doesn't, because this is just like what we've talked about. YouTube is wanting to get to a basically a machined, it's just like it's making it easy. We upload content, they'll pick out thumbnails, they'll pick out ads, they pick out everything else, and just basically all we do is upload the content. I mean, eventually they're going to, and I think we've already kind of covered this, where they're going to start, they're toying around and starting to work with AI to basically cut up VODs into smaller segments,
Right.
to more digestible things. I mean, we just saw that that they're now, like I said, toying with thumbnails, where whether it's better to have your mouth open or closed or whatever, which I know sounds crazy, but it is a big deal in the thumbnail
Mr. Beast
world.
experiment was pretty interesting in all honesty.
Yeah,
I
because
didn't see that. What was that experiment?
So he's one of the people that's in the program for the thumbnail testing, where you can upload 3 thumbnails per video, and YouTube will like send them out, and whichever ones are getting the higher click rate, they'll start prioritizing that one.
Oh, so it's like Netflix.
Yeah, kind
That's
of
what
like
Netflix does. They pick out thumbnails per shows and movies that like pertain to the viewer.
Yeah, so he discovered through that his thumbnails where he was doing like the shocked open mouth face were getting less clicks than him just doing like a casual like smiling grin face in his thumbnail. So
okay, that's where that whole
So we need to not have this. We need to not have this kind of face on our thing. We need to have this kind of face, right? Or more like
this.
This
is why you got to watch a stream, guys.
Yeah.
You get it. Yep.
Yeah, can
You
you,
get
please can you please put your well, never mind. We're on YouTube as well. I can't say that. That face looks like you want to put something very cylindrical in it.
I do.
But the other thing that they brought in was for the live streaming experience, they're modifying how ads work on that as well. They're making
This
the
is
creator
where I got confused, I think, at first.
Yeah,
like I thought they were just straight up adding ads for all live streams, but
no. So that's always been an option. Like I can go live. I can go live right now if I choose to monetize while live. It will automatically do a pre-roll ad, and then it'll like inject mid-roll ads throughout it. That's if I choose. I have no control over that as of right now. Once this update goes through and I choose to monetize a live stream video, it will still do the pre-roll ad. that's going to happen regardless. But now it will tell me a minute in advance when it's planning on doing a mid-roll ad, and I can choose to delay that mid-roll ad to
That's
a later
what
point.
Twitch does, which I just found out. Like they
Yeah,
actually
they
let
just
you know
implemented
now.
that recently. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't even remember them mentioning that they implemented that.
I don't
but-
remember
Yeah,
that
we
mentioning-
talked about it. We
Did we?
talked about it
Really?
on the podcast. Yeah.
Okay, well, I must
it
have
was the
missed that.
first I've seen of it since I have been streaming on Twitch a little bit again. And there was one night that I thought I was getting like a 5-minute ad, but it was Enigma delaying my ad for like 5 minutes. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay.
another thing mods are able to. Anybody that has
So-
access to your channel dashboard is able to delay those ads for you. And then you can determine, like, you can just hit a button to, like, okay, we're going to go through with this ad now and stuff like that. So
That's nice
Just-
because you can at least like have control of when that ad plays, and it's not going to always ruin like a key moment of a stream or something.
yeah, you're not going to miss a boss fight or
Sure.
a big
Yeah.
conversation if you're an IRL streamer or anything like that. It'll.
I still think that these platforms need to do. Where was it you that was telling me about it on YouTube? Is this that update that they were thinking about putting ads in the chat for live stream now?
Yeah, that was the last thing I
yeah.
was going to mention. They're getting
Yeah.
rid of the banner ads underneath the videos altogether. That one that like pops up and you have like the little tiny X to click on. They're getting rid of that. It's archaic. It only works on desktop. They see very minimal ad revenue being generated from that. So they are instead going to be doing a new display type of ad during live streams where the chat box itself is going to be where the ad is displayed.
Okay.
So you're not going to interrupt your stream at all. But
That's
I honestly,
Because
the
that's
ads
what
will go up in
Twitch
the
should
chat.
do. I
Yeah.
said that like podcasts ago that Twitch should do that instead
Yeah.
of
They should,
in some of their
yeah.
ads. That's
Yep.
yeah. So seeing YouTube do that, I mean that's a good alternative to live
YouTube.
stream ads.
Yeah.
We want some kickback for that. That was our idea.
Exactly.
the
come
fuck?
on.
What the fuck,
Now all they
YouTube?
need to do is make their chat actually like fun to use, and
Right.
we might be in business.
Thank you for checking out the patch notes. If you enjoyed this small selection from our podcast, come and join us every other Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern for the full, unfiltered pre-patch podcast. And check out our past shows at anchor.fm/prepatch podcast.